Where you going? We're gonna talk about Vlad, and 50 Cent. I don't know, Vlad and Marlon Wayans. I did a video on it, but I figure I'll speak live on it. Then we're gonna talk about, well, no particular order. We're gonna talk about 50 and Hurricane Chris, and then Tiffany Henyard and Skai Jackson. These kid cuffs that they do for women, especially for the women that claim they the most unprotected, and they always get slaps on the wrist. And I'm explaining that, and I talked about this on the Patreon, probably coming up in the next week or so, because I kind of record in advance over there. So, but yeah, we could talk about Vlad and Marlon real quick, and yeah, we could talk about Vlad and Marlon, whatever. And one of the things about Vlad and Marlon Wayans, a lot of people say, well, black people do this, and men do this a lot. They talk about, and they be like, well, Marlon did this in his past. It's not about the point that Marlon is making. The point that Marlon is making is he right. So if you don't know what happened, so apparently DJ Vlad asked Marlon for an interview. Marlon said 40 racks, and he wanted back ends. He wanted rights to the interview, okay? So Vlad do what he do instead of just saying, you know what, your number is outrageous. You know what he did. He turned around, went to the internet. He always comes to the internet crying and complaining when somebody refused him an interview, right? He one of them dudes that you talk to a woman, and you be like, she be like, oh, no, thank you, or even, and then you like, well, F you then, ugly old skank. I just want, that's what he do. When people reject him, especially black people, reject him for an interview, he get mad. You know how many times people rejected me for an interview or say I'm gonna set up an interview and then they didn't show or they don't call back? Look here. I come here, come here, Miles. Come here. And and I be like, you think I be like, oh man, I'ma hound you, or come here. Hold on before you go over there. You think what? Thank you. You think you think I'm a hound somebody or defame their name? You know what I'm saying? It's like when Town, I'm not gonna say the fighter name, when Town tried to interview a fighter and he dissed him. And the people at the place had to tell him, oh man, he's solid, he good. And he good people. And he just, and Town was like, I don't even want the interview no more. I felt them on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel like you doing me an interview, favor. Like it's a trade for barter. Like, if you want some bread for your services, that I don't mind paying somebody for an interview. And Vlad on Twitter basically said nobody gonna pay you $40,000 for an interview. That wasn't the point. The point was he didn't want to interview with you, because all you do is poach off black culture. You get people in trouble, you throw people in jail, and all these dudes that's thirsty for money, they go to Vladtv and feel like, oh, it's a platform, I'm gonna get my attention. And that's kind of why I had a problem with a lot of these laptop revolutionaries, and they go out here, right, and they do an interview on that weirdo Adam channel. I'm not gonna say his channel name, but y'all know the weirdo who let people sleep with his wife. They do an interview over there. They do an interview with these racist channels. A lot of these athletes that go on these streamer channels with these, they don't have any integrity, right? And they got publicists and PR people, so don't tell me that they public relation person don't sit here and do background checks on some of these platforms they be going on, because they do. Come on, hold on, come here, because they do. So these dudes, I seen a boxer today. He was teaching a streamer how to box. I don't know much about the streamer, but they go on these streamers platform, and the streamers, them Twitch streamers and them gaming streamers, them kick streamers, they some of the weirdest people out. If you really dig and do a small investigation into some of them Twitch and them little kick streamers, they weirdos. And I'm talking about weirdos, and I don't even like to use these words. Misogynist, you know, the word that sound like performance enhancing drugs if you shorten it and add an O to it. They straight weirdos. Straight up weirdos in the worst way. You know what I'm saying? And they go on their platforms, and I'm talking about black people in particular. They go on there for clout. They do anything for clout. It's all about money. It's all about money. That's just what it's about. So when people go on Vladtv, he give them a couple of dollars. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna get my notoriety up." They don't have integrity no more. Black people don't stand having any integrity, and the black people who do have integrity anymore, they frowned upon, they shamed, they outcast. You know, so a small percentage of us have integrity, and we stand for something, and we ain't gonna just fall for anything. But then we kind of get outcast for that because, you know, it's so few of us. So, you know, I know Marlon in the past, people don't like him putting a dress on or doing white chicks, or he raccooned in the past and all that. I understand that, but the point he trying to make is true. You know, now if it's one thing he going around here, he's saying, you know, white power and all that stuff, and he a brother, and he try to come back and speak on some black stuff, I get that. But he right about Vladtv. And when Vladtv, and that could have been a faith test. He could have just told him 40K, and Vlad could have been like, all right, bro, like, I ain't got 40, but, you know, we could do this, and this, that, and the third. He like, nah. But, you know, he could have been like, all right, see how Vlad reacted to it, right? And then maybe he would have came back like, all right, man, I like the way you responded to that. Here, I'll do the interview with you. Sometimes these niggas be failing the faith test. You know? Sometimes people fail the faith test, and he failed it every time. Just because somebody said no, it don't mean you can't work together in the future. It don't mean he might not call you back and say, okay, I like the way he handled that rejection. You know what? I need to do an interview. I need to promote this movie. Let me give him a call back. People be burning bridges that don't even need to be burned. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm a firm believer in some bridges should be burned. I'm a firm believer. Some bridges deserve to be burned, straight up and down. Some bridges you should, some things you can't return from. You know? So you should never want to go back down that bridge that way again. But that's just my personal opinion. So I do think it's a time and place for bridges to be burned. And obviously that's obviously predicated or contingent on the situation that you're in. But I just feel like the Marlon message is right. And Vlad can't handle rejection. Like Miles. Like he own us or some shit like that. Like he own us or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you don't own us. You don't own hip hop. And I got into it with some people on Instagram, right? So Talib Kweli, he did an interview with the dude from House of Pain, right? I'll speak on this real quick. So he did an interview on the House of Pain dude. Apparently, they did the song Jump Around, and he basically said that Chris Cross stole it, Jermaine Dupri and them stole their idea and came out with Jump. And you can see the similarities. So I said, you can't steal nothing when you don't. I basically said, you can't steal nothing when you don't belong in hip hop. Well, all them Boston baked tears came out. All them Boston baked tears came out in the post. You had black people, and I'm assuming they was from Boston, you know, defending that man. Like, how you gonna steal something and you don't belong here? And they like, well, you know, you know, he's Muslim. And I said, what the hell they got to do with it? The Prophet Muhammad was a Muslim, was a white guy. He was a white Muslim for people who didn't know that. Now, somebody that got a little bit more, you know, knowledge and tell me I'm wrong, but from what I read, he's a white Muslim. Come on. You know, he's a white Muslim. So what that got to do about the price of tea in China? He's a Muslim. He said, I'm like, huh? I'm like, how you gonna say somebody stole something from you and you a guest? Come here. Come on. You a guest. They be killing me. Or you're racist and all that. I'm a racist. Like, what? Like, you speak, oh, he stole this. Like, nigga, you ain't even supposed to be in hip hop. And I was like, maybe you should do rock and roll. But Chuck Berry invented rock and roll too. Let's not forget that. Y'all stole that too. Miles. Come here. Miles. Always doing what he want to do. They stole that too. So I ain't trying to hear that. Oh, man, you didn't like this. I'm telling y'all be expecting black people to stay on code, man. You know. That be killing me. Black people in there defend. Oh, you don't know what? I'm like, man. Boston, y'all best rapper is Ben Zeno and Jesus Christ. It was somebody else from Boston. I forget. I said y'all best rapper is Ben Zeno, and it was somebody else I said. Like, Boston ain't no place for brothers, and we all know that. Ike Turner or Chuck Berry, whoever you want to get invented the rock and roll to. Yeah, they was on the post crying and shit. Oh man, you're a racist. Okay, the black guys are racist. I can't be racist. I was cooking their ass. But nonetheless, let's move on, right? So you got 50 Cent and Hurricane Chris. Right? I'm guessing Hurricane Chris. I know he's from Louisiana. I'm guessing he's from Shreveport, right? So him and 50 got into it, right? So 50, you know, so 50 basically, damn, 50 basically did his, he do like down in Houston last year or a couple years ago with Trey Songz and Terrence Crawford got into it. He do like G-Unit Day or whatever. I don't know what the fuck he calling it now. Miles. So he do like G-Unit Day or whatever. So he did a celebration down there in Shreveport. He bought some land down there, and I guess he got a filming studio down there. So, it came out that he spent $1.5 million on police, and basically the Shreveport police said they ain't seen that clean of event with that, with no violence since the 80s. So apparently, a brother do some good clean fun. He had asked they perform. It was for a good cause. A brother owning his own film company, even though I don't really care for his shows, his TV shows. They just not my cup of tea, right? But he employing black people. He paying black people more than what they worth, from what I understand, right? He might do a lot of things wrong in his career, 50, as far as he joked too much, and his actors may be going through something, or his employees may be going through something, and he joking and shit about what they going through. I don't like that, because as soon as you joke on 50, then 50 want to fight, or 50 want to stall your career. Hold on. 50 want to stall your career. Come here. Why you scared of this white girl? She probably ain't scared of you. She be out here feeding squirrels. So yeah. But yeah, he got to that point. So Hurricane Chris came out and said, well, you in my city and you didn't have no Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana people perform, just like some niggas. Instead of calling 50 or DM him like, bruh, next time, I would like to be a part of that. And who knows, you could have got a TV deal out of it. You could have got a movie deal out of it. But just like black people, they want to go against the grain. Ooh, you didn't call me. You didn't call me. It's my city. Like, nigga, you had one hit, I remember, in like 2007 or 5 or something like that. Like, come on now. And it turned out that 50 Cent did have Shreveport artists perform. So had he done his research, he would have found out that he did have some Shreveport natives perform. I'm pretty sure he compensated them, but he didn't do his research. So now you come out here and make a good Black History moment with good, clean fun. You turn it into a nigga moment. Even when you do something positive, you know what I'm saying? You get out here, you do something positive, people still got a problem with what you're doing. They said they hadn't had an event with no violence since the 80s in Shreveport. And remember, Master P, that's where he staked his claim at, and I think it was in Baton Rouge, though, when he did No Limit Records. When he bought them all cribs, and, at No Limit, he bought everybody cribs, double type of screen like the video. He bought his record label, his headquarters for his record label, I believe, was down there. And Master P did that for all them. He did that for everybody. Bought them chains, houses, cars, put it in their name. Unlike places like Death Row, all that shit was in their name. Doing what you real niggas do. But guess what? Niggas, no matter how you treat them, y'all, you heard the status, but that bitch going around the internet. He said, why do women stay faithful in toxic relationships but cheat in faithful relationships? That's real shit. Look how Master P treated all his people. Treated them good. And a lot of them niggas still turn their back on them. That man pushed shit in y'all name, houses, cars, clothes in y'all name, whatever else y'all name, and they still turned on them. So it don't really matter how you treat people. That dude, Mr. Beast, apparently he hired a dude that had a questionable background that sound like the word performance enhancing drugs. If you say PED, put the O on there. And he fired the dude or whatever, from what I understand, and let me know if I'm wrong, and the dude talking about, well, his show is fake and the results are fixed, and he turned his back on him. You see how if you help, man, look here, disrespecting the wrong person and helping the wrong person, you can end up having the same results. Think about that for a minute. Disrespecting the wrong person and helping the wrong person, you can have the same results. Look how crazy that is. Helping the wrong person, it can change your whole life. You can give a person a ride, and y'all get pulled over, and he got a gun and he throw it on you, and that can be 5 to 7 years of your life, depending where you at. So you got to remember, people don't want to see you do good for other people. Even people don't even want to see you do good for them. They use you, and then they level up off of you. So 50 Cent trying to do some good, and here come a nigga who looking for 2 seconds of fame, who had 2 seconds of fame when he was hot. Like, why would you get on the internet? That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's what I be telling you. I'm guaranteed with his production company, he bringing jobs to Shreveport, Louisiana. He bringing money because the actors and the security guards, and they gonna break bread. They gonna go to the mall. They gonna boost the economy up. Oh, he only down here because the land cheap. And that's gonna rise the price of the equity of y'all homes and everything. That everybody wins. But it's always one fool nigga who want to mess it up because they feel left out. Remember on Belly when he started slanging dope in Nebraska and that one nigga got mad? Instead of asking the nigga, how can I get down on who your plug is, and trying to connect with him, he got mad and he snitched. That's how niggas do. He spent $1.5 million on security and didn't get nobody nothing. He employed, and he had artists in Shreveport performing. The nigga came on and said, I performed. And he probably got overpaid him. So I just don't be understand, like, on the internet, and this happens a lot, bro. On the internet, bro, only on the internet where you can see them turn a positive post into a negative post. It can be a post where the baby take his first steps, and it'll be somebody on the motherfucking post. Well, it's not safe for the baby to take his first 2 steps on hardwood. They really should have carpet in the house. Like, shut up. Like, shut the front door. That's one thing you find about the internet. That's why I believe it'd be a lot of bots on the internet to create negativity. And I do think a lot of people, double tap the screen like the video, I think a lot of people should really take breaks from the internet, bro. I mean, social media to be exact. I think a lot of people should take mental health social media breaks because they hiring these people on these bots and these fake accounts to just spread negativity. It could be a positive post. You know what I'm saying? It could be some shit like a dog. It could be a dog, shooting a basketball or with his nose and making it 10 times in a row. Well, this is animal cruelty. His nose probably hurts from the lever on the basketball. Like, he'll be like, what? You'll be like, shut the front door, bro. Like, literally shut the front door. So a lot of these dudes, man, like, he bitter. What it boiled down to, he bitter because he was left out. That's all it is. And on top of that, he getting his name in the algorithm now. Last time his name in the algorithm, remember he allegedly stole the car in somewhere in Texas and drove it back to Louisiana. He ended up getting exonerated. I don't like to say beat the case because it make it seem like he was guilty of some shit. But he ended up getting exonerated from the case and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, like I said before, you can't even do no good without getting criticized. They said they didn't have one violent incident over, I think, a 3-day span. The man invested into security. And what's so funny, a lot of people be like, well, F security, F the police. Okay, I'm telling you, if y'all live long, it ain't gonna be too long. If you live long enough to see it, y'all gonna be crying for the police. Y'all gonna be wishing. It's a lot of cities across America who don't have police. The state is It's funding the police department. I done seen cities who didn't even have a fire department. They had to go to the next city over, and they had to, handle their fires and all their stuff like that, and they maintenance and stuff. I used to be a fire marshal, so I know this shit. All these fire hydrants and shit, and all these valves and all that shit that be on the building, them are very important. So, y'all gonna be crying for the police. It's gonna come a day and time where y'all gonna be wishing this to the police, especially people who don't bear arms and who can't defend themselves. So, fuck the police. I don't need the police. Cry 2 tears in the bucket, the police. Y'all gonna be crying for them too. Remember on Straight Outta Compton, remember he said y'all need security easy? After they did that first show, he was like, nah, we don't need no security. And what Suge tell Easy? He said, you never know what you need until you need it. He ain't lying about that. You don't never know what you need until you need it. You never know what you need until you need it. Real talk. So, but I want to spend a lot of time on this Skai Jackson thing, so we're going to end out on that. I'll read these comments. I appreciate y'all. Double tap the screen and like the video. I don't know what that meant, but shout out to Big Tess. He said, and I feel like it goes for any race. Salute J Cash with a do. Finally caught a live in a minute. You ain't from Boston. I definitely ain't from Boston, but I know. My pops used to live up there. I know. That's what I said. I said Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch is y'all best rappers with Benzino was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. They got mad. Boston got some real thorough dudes. The dude that In Too Deep was about, he was from Boston. The guy that they call God, he's a real character. He's from Boston. I know about y'all street. They infiltrated YBI infiltrated in Boston. They slung rocks up in Boston. I know about a little bit about the history I know a lot about the history of Boston, especially Mark Wahlberg. And his hate crimes. How about that? But I did a video on that. How long you been growing your beard? I don't know, bro. I just cut it. So I just cut it. I cut it, man. I feel like I cut it this year, bro. I just cut it this year and grew it back. I got gray coming in my beard. Now I'm like, Jesus, I had to get some copper. Hopefully that shit work, but it is what it is. He said another thing, J. Cash say, don't know, especially Black American Muslim, is that Elijah Muhammad got his knowledge and teachings from the white man. Yes. Yes, I can believe that. The Prophet Muhammad, whatever they call him, the Muhammad dude, he was white. Kobe put me hip to that. He said Ike Turner invented rock and roll, or Chuck Berry, Bobby Brown, their best rapper. What about New Edition? They was rapping too. Candy Girl. They do a little bubblegum rap there. He said Rocket A, first rock and roll song. That's Ike Turner. God, mother of rock and roll, is Sister Rosetta Tharpe, black woman. Shout out to him and Chuck Berry and her. Said I like 50 shows. I don't like the reoccurring theme of his father being killed in the shows. My biggest criticism of 50 is he sells repackaged poison. He promotes and sells alcohol but don't drink. I mean, it's a lot. I guarantee the nigga that own McDonald's now, whoever the heir was, he don't probably eat that shit. But I feel you on that. But to be honest, I don't like his shows. But I came from an era where TV was a little bit different though. Like, I just don't like the acting. I don't like the camera. I don't like the production. I don't like the theme. I don't like the script. Like, I grew up off like shit like Prison Break and Sopranos and The Wire. Even a little bit later shows and Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad. Once you kind of watch those type of shows that's in that crime genre, and you see the character development of shows like Better Call Saul, like it's hard to go back and watch stuff like that. Like I like to watch the clips of Snowfall. It's in my algorithm. But when I watched the show, I kind of drew the line kind of when they took the dude in the back room and he kind of, did the grape to him and so whatever. I kind of was like, man, maybe I'll go back and skip that part and watch it. It seemed like a really good show. But when they did that, I'm good. But at that point, I just had to, I don't, like I said before, I kind of stick to the sci-fi TV shows. Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy. If I need to get that type of feel, I go back and rewatch The Wire, Breaking Bad, Prison Break. I go back and watch stuff. But them type of them TV shows he be making, like they talk about Tyler Perry, but he has a redundancy in his TV shows too. But I just not for me, bro. It's not for me. Like I grew up off that real crime TV shit. You know what I'm saying? So no knock to him. He employing black people is just not for me. He said he cooking salute. People respect your work. One G, keep feeding knowledge. Hey, shout out to Damone Dame. Salute Freddie Free. The pocket watching is crazy. Hurricane was bugging. He was bugging. He was bugging because he ain't get invited. That's all that shit boiled down to. The internet got folks thinking stranger than ever. It do. A lot of them shit be fake accounts. I'm telling you, bro. And the first thing you come on, you got women talking about relationships, and you know, like, okay, what we gonna do to fix the problem? You know what I'm saying? And women don't understand they the problem until it's too late. I would call the police at the drop of a dime. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yeah, yeah, hey, my girl was like, she didn't know that they sung that. Mark Wahlberg sung that song. It's a real vibration. It's a. Remember they played that shit in the what was it, Mighty Ducks 2? When they was on Rodeo Drive, where I forget what part. Remember, that's Mark Wahlberg. That's them niggas. Not them niggas though. You know what I mean? Them wiggers. Yeah, New Edition also from Boston. Shout out to Alex. Yup, New Edition. Benzino, the cat from Into Deep, God, House of Pain. And by the way, Jump Around is a great song. Most definitely. I think Cypress Hill had the beat first or something they were saying. I don't think that's true, but I heard that. Power is good. I don't like it, bro. I don't like nothing about 50 shows. The camera work. The only person that can act was that when I first seen the first episode was Ghost. Amari Hardwick. Is that his name? He said New Edition was rapping. You right. Yeah, they was. Yeah. He said his shows are cheap and hood version of Tyler Perry's story. Hey, like, I can't get with it, bro. I like high production. Like, that's why Tom be trying to get me to watch Tubi. And some of the Tubi movies do be good. Like, you sitting there watching it. Most women watch Tubi, bro. From every time I watch Tubi, it's a woman that kind of watch Tubi and shit. And sometimes they storylines do be original. They just need the quality. They just need the money behind it. Like, Tubi got better storylines than Hollywood. Hollywood, the remake is the new original in Hollywood. I'm finna binge watch The Wire, only full season 1. Old TV is definitely better. Man, shit, man. The Wire, fire. I think the second season, a lot of people didn't like it, but the second season was more comparable to, like, Better Call Saul. It was more about, like, crime, mystery, and character development in the second season. It was more, you gotta be more knowledgeable to like the second season of The Wire. Like, you gotta really, like, want to learn something. Nothing watered down. You had to put one and one together. It kind of was like a crime. It kind of was like a mystery. I never heard that song about. Yeah, you never heard that. What? It's a real vibration. It's a. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're 23. But they play it in a lot of movies. When you hear it, I'm fucking it up. But when you hear it, you done heard the song before for sure. John Cena also played Mark Wahlberg music on song Fast X. I kept falling asleep on that one. Trying to get the sun. I just want to start Drake. Breaking Bad is good. Better Call Saul, like, if you like action and you don't like character development and you don't like to, like, put two and two together, you ain't gonna like Better Call Saul. But if you like character development, great writing, you like putting one and one together, like you like mystery, Better Call Saul is a masterpiece. You know, my mom was like, it was too slow for her. Amari Hardwick is good. Everyone else is kind of mid. Michael Rainey's all right. Oh, yeah, the one that got groped on TV, finna start watching Tubi movies. I mean, yeah, chicks be out. Every time I like go over a chick crib, some of them be watching Tubi movies. So I heard that song before. It was in the movie commercial in the early 2000s. Yeah, be in movies and shit all the time. That's him. Salute Ashanti, Alicia Keys, who was more beautiful. I don't really know, to be honest. They both good looking. Show me a picture without makeup. If I had to pick one as an artist, I'm going with Ashanti. And I know I'm going to get hell for that. I just wasn't an Alicia Keys fan. But she fine in a motherfucker, though. But if I had to pick one to smash, it'll be Ashanti. Come here. For sure. I mean, Alicia Keys fine as hell. I just prefer Ashanti. I need a little bit of melanin in my life. Come on. But yeah, let's talk about Skai Jackson and Tiffany Henyard, right? So if you don't know who Tiffany Henyard is, she was the mayor of Dalton, Illinois, the city girl mayor, the one that allegedly stole the funds from the city and did all this shit, and she was going to Vegas and All this shit was happening on her watch, And you notice the feds been on her and she ain't been arrested yet. And Skai Jackson, if you don't know who she is, she was a Disney actor. And there's been some crazy claims on the internet made about how allegedly her mom might have outsourced her, if you catch my drift. She a real smart girl, and apparently her boyfriend is some, I guess, mixed or albino guy. Apparently they said he a drug dealer or whatever, and apparently they was out in public and she put hands, foot, toes, and elbows on him, and she got arrested. He didn't hit her back, and they still blaming him and why she with a bum or whatever like that. And they dropped the charges the other day. And I always tell you guys, a lot of y'all was coming in my chat talking about the female that was supposed to be a male in the Olympics that was boxing the women, and y'all sit here saying, well, it's not unfair and it's not this and that. And I was telling y'all, don't y'all go to bat for them women. Don't y'all go to bat. They don't go to bat for y'all. They don't go to bat for y'all. Only time they go to bat for us is like when some shit with George Floyd happened. When have you seen women advocate for the rights of men? When have you seen it? When have you seen women advocate for the right? And a lot of times women that advocate in your benefit is usually your wife or somebody you with that financially depend on you. They want to keep you healthy, or they want to make sure you okay. It's for selfish gain a lot of times. Real talk, it's for selfish gain. So they don't advocate for us. They don't like protect black men. They don't be like protect white men. They don't be like protect the Mexican men. I don't be saying that shit. They don't care. So y'all going out here advocating for a group of women who don't advocate for you. So if they got a man that's beating up on women in the ring, remember they was talking about equality and all that. And this is what I say when they talking about they handle women with kid gloves. They handle them with kid gloves. Ain't no way when we in the store and let's say the guy did the same moves that Skai Jackson did on him, and he did the same thing to her, he'd be thrown up under the jail. And she is very small, but it doesn't matter. She put hands, foot, and elbows and toes on him, and then she supposed to get a slap on the wrist? Nah. Y'all ever watch them body cam footages of women who get pulled over by the police? Go look up them. The brother Accountable Commentary got a lot of really good commentary on women who get like pulled over by the police and how they get them chance. They be like, I ain't open the door, F you officer, and they handle them women with kid gloves. They don't do nothing to them women, bro. They don't do nothing to them women. They don't do nothing. They get them chance after chance. They be sitting there an hour asking them to come out the house. Sitting them an hour. They be lying about their identity. So if y'all continue to give women passes, if y'all give women passes in the free world, right? Y'all advocating for their rights, or you advocating to protect them in or out sports and everything. And I ain't saying don't support women, and I'm not telling you to raise your daughter, not to raise your daughter or how to raise your daughter. But if y'all gonna sit here and advocate and treat them with kid gloves or kid cuffs too, I mean, and come and bail them out every time, they ain't gonna never learn. And that's what y'all think. Y'all think when y'all be dealing with women that the respect factor come for being nice. No, the respect factor come with saying no. The respect factor come when you kill, you don't get them your presence no more. When you don't advocate for them no more. And women are beautiful, they delicate. Their femininity is what guys really want. When dudes say what you gonna bring to the table, most dudes just want the femininity, bro. They want to be talked to, they want their ego stroked. They want to be treated like a human. But some of these women treat dudes like niggas and like they a piece of shit. That's if a woman say, what you bring to the table, even though you never ask a woman that, if you trying to talk to her, she should be like, my femininity is the first thing she bring it to the table. And most women that really know how to deal with dudes for real, they know if I stroke this nigga ego and I treat him good and I feel him and I do everything, even it ain't got to be nothing with sexual, and I can do those things to her. Come here. And I can do those things to her, for him. I can have whatever I want out of him. That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with sex sometimes. Sometimes how a woman treats you, how she talk to you. Simple shit like that. But they got these attitudes where they act like men they property. And then y'all keep advocating for them and y'all keep getting them off and y'all keep giving them an escape route, they ain't gonna never learn. And you gotta learn that. Like even the chick you dealing with, your baby mama, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, or ex, y'all kind of cordial, whatever. But every time she call and asks you for some sex, you jump up and give it to her. Bad move. The one time you tell her no, she know you mean business. She know you mean business. You know? And she trying to run up over you and you like, nah, we ain't doing that. Once you stand your ground and you show them business, that's when they get the respect for you. And that's what a lot of dudes don't understand. How the assholes and the bad boys get respect for women is because they hold their ground. A lot of y'all, she get to talking fast, or she get to saying, well, drop me off at home, or I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that. And y'all sitting there trying to reason with her. Y'all trying to reason with her. Ain't nothing to reason about. All right, shit, I'm gonna drop you off at home. All right, I'm gonna hang up this phone. Don't call me again. She gonna understand. She gonna understand. And once you hold your ground like that, if you lose her, you lose her. You can get it. If you got her one time, you get another one. I guarantee you, it may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. It may not be next year. I guarantee you, once you continue to elevate, she gonna be on your team. She gonna try to get back on your team. Y'all understand how bad it is out here for these women. And it's a shortage of solid dudes out here. So when y'all continue to like build these women out and get them a path, no. Dude should be advocating. I don't give a fuck if it's his baby mama or if it's his girlfriend, his meal ticket. Dude should be advocating for her to go to jail. Come on. Tiffany Henyard. She allegedly blew the town's budget, bro. She was not, allegedly, she wasn't allowing people to get building permits because they didn't donate to her campaign fund. If that was Tevin Henyard or Brandon Henyard, he'd be in jail, bro. He'd be in jail. And y'all seen what happened with Tiffany Henyard and what's the one down there in Atlanta who got in trouble, the DA or whatever she was, and she was sleeping with old boy and she was giving them all the contracts. What happened to her too? You notice when Kamala ran, all them stories got swept under the rug. They know if they were to arrest Tiffany Henyard and what's the other girl? I forget, in Atlanta. She was the one that threw Young Thug in jail. They know if they go to jail right now, they gonna be like, nah, we can't vote no black woman that's supposed to be a black woman. We can't put her in office. Look at what Tiffany Henyard did. Look what the district attorney down there in Atlanta did. They know it's bad PR. They not gonna arrest them. And y'all keep giving women passes. Y'all keep voting people. Y'all keep voting people in because they black? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, we voted Obama in and he did more for the Rainbow Coalition. He ain't do nothing for us. You know what? I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about it. Because it's deeper than just the president doing something. But you ain't going to try to advocate and try to do nothing for us. So I'm not just buying no product or voting for no product or a person just because, it's Montclair, or just because it's Balenciaga, or just because it's Obama, or just because Kamala that appear to be black. Absolutely not. I'm looking at the quality. And if y'all keep giving these women passes, she put your hands on you, you put her in jail. Real talk. Real talk. That's just what it is. Unless she a real one. Y'all get into it. Now, if you were a woman, y'all get into it, and she called the police, or she threatened to call the police, that's automatic. That's automatic. We done. We done. There's no coming back from that. That's basically like she putting a hit out on you. If she get physical you in public, it's just walk away. Just leave. Just leave. Don't even get into it, because you can get physical like Skai was getting with old buddy, and the police gonna come in and pop you just because you a brother. Security might try to restrain you, and then you can't breathe, and then you lost your life. Just go ahead and leave. Any woman that get physical with you gotta go. Any woman that provokes that attitude. Not to learn that provokes that attitude out of you, or provokes that side. It's you hear a saying that say this about women. Like a woman, one woman, like you can be dating one woman and you'll be with her for 7, 10 years and never get married, and you can know a woman for a year or two and marry her fast. They say different women bring out different sides of men, and I think a lot of men don't understand that. There's certain women where you just really ain't never really had to raise your voice. It's certain women who y'all really don't have a real conflict. Y'all conflicts are minor, financial, or whatever. But women, but as long as dudes keep treating women with kid gloves on and get curving the scale for them. I remember it was a story where a woman did a prank. They went out to sea somewhere, and I believe she was black. They was all black. They went out to sea or whatever, and when they went out to sea, right, she did a prank. So she pushed one of the dudes in the water. He ended up dying. They didn't give that woman life. They gave her like 10 years, I believe. 10 years. She killed somebody. Even though she talking about it was a prank, she pushed the brother in the water. He lost his life. Let's talk about, okay, they did a prank and it was her. He pushed her in the water. Dude would be thrown up under the jail. They would have found a way to give him the death penalty, even if they didn't have the death penalty. They can't fight for equality, right? And then y'all give them selective equality. No way. That Mayor Tiffany Henyard should be up under the jail. And tell me I'm wrong. She should be up under the jail. Fannie Willis, thank you. That's the one in Atlanta. They should be up under the jail. Fannie Willis allegedly took funds and was spurging them, giving it to her little boyfriend, giving her all the high contracts. And I ain't mad about that, because that's what all the other mayors do around the world. Politics a dirty game. They give all the contracts to their buddies. All the construction, I'm not mad at her for getting her brother paid. I ain't mad. I hear women say, well, everybody do that. Everybody do that. No, everybody, I mean, they do, but no, we can't be putting women or people in general in power, and, and we losing. Fannie Willis used to be Young Thug's lawyer. Did y'all know that? Fannie Willis used to be Young Thug's lawyer. Look how quick they threw Kwame in jail. So no, it can't be a different set of rules for women. It can't be a different set of rules for dudes. If women want to advocate for equal rights, and I did a video this morning on Patreon. Should men feel? Come here. Should men feel ashamed? Come here. To take alimony from a woman? That's the crazy thing about it. No shame. In my opinion, no shame. But I'll let y'all watch that on join the Patreon. But nonetheless, you can't, and we can't fight for they can't be fighting for equality, and then when it comes for y'all to take them to the ringer or drop the hammer on them, y'all don't make no examples. The examples ain't got to be the norm. You make a couple good examples, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't have to worry about it no more. They gonna want to go back into their femininity. I'm telling you, the pandemic was one of the best things that was happening for the community. Oh, everybody community. Women were starting to be women again. Now, did it weed out some people, marriages? Absolutely. Some people marriages was just, they figured out that our marriages was just, we was roommates. And when the roommates was forced to stay in the same house, they couldn't coexist. But also, it had women depending on men again. It had women falling back into their gender roles. It had them cooking and the dudes barbecuing and all that stuff. It had people going right back into their gender roles. The family was a family. They was doing activities together, walking together. Everybody was, the families that was happy again. Sexless relationships, because couldn't nobody get no box and no whatever else from nobody else. They started to find the intimacy again. We started to be together. Everybody started to find wholesome family. All that shit went out the window when it ended. Women started to fall back in that role. If y'all continue to like get them slaps on the wrist, it's not gonna happen. If I know I can do whatever I want to do and get a minimum penalty or a curve penalty, why wouldn't I keep doing what I want to do? If I know I'm gonna cheat, if I'm a girl, I'm gonna cheat on my man, he gonna always take me back. What's gonna stop me from fucking cheating? Literally, what's gonna stop me from cheating? Why wouldn't I keep cheating? Come on. If I can cheat on the test and the teacher never say nothing, why the fuck wouldn't I keep cheating? Come on. So y'all keep giving a pass, y'all fighting for their rights, and they fighting to destroy you. Come on, so tell me you fighting to destroy yourself. Right? So really, you the fucking one that's pushing misandry. And a lot of these dudes be thinking that, back to my other point, a lot of these dudes be thinking just because you side with the woman, you the one that's gonna get the respect in the box. It don't work that way. The dude that stand their ground and don't pander is the dude that get the respect, bro. Like she might be like, oh yeah, I don't know. And Friday, the first Friday is when Uncle Elroy showed up. And you might be like, nah, that's the second one. No, I'm for sure it's the first one. It's the first one. And you like, nah, it's the second one. Like, you tripping. And she might be like, I'm for sure. And then you show her it's the second one. Guess what? Some niggas are like, yeah, it is the second one. It is the first one. And they think that's because agreeing with her gonna be an agreeable means she gonna respect you. Nah, if you always agreeable, she gonna walk over you. You hear women sometimes, I just want to say, your ass can't go out. No, you can't do this. You got to be respectable. She might be like, I want to go here, but I don't even feel like doing that today. I want to do this. She going to respect that. So, but yeah, that's why y'all be too agreeable and too nice and like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be like, nah, like, no, I'm good on that. Like, I don't agree with that. They gonna respect you. But as long as y'all continue to like thinking because I'd rather y'all straight up pay for it than just be agreeable and try to get the pussy. I'd rather y'all just straight up just trick. I really would. And then old girl trying to legalize the liberals trying to legalize prostitution. You don't know what type of problems that's about to cause. It's over with. You got a daughter, man, ain't pretty much nothing you can do, bro. It ain't really nothing that you can do. You can give her all the game you can. But boy, and most of the women that do prostitution, they don't live long lives. The average lifespan of a porn star is 37, 38 years old. That's not long at all for a woman. I be telling y'all, when a woman mixed with so many different bodies and guys, that psychologically mess with them. They don't know it, but they'll never find balance. Even if a dude say, well, she's so fucking fine, right? But she'll never be happy with him. She'll never be happy. Because she'll always go, oh, that experience I had with Tim, or that experience I had with Bethy, or that threesome I had, or that gangbang I had. They always gonna want that. And then if you the simp that give it to her, right? You the simp that give it to her, she ain't gonna respect you because she gonna be able to walk all over you and get what she want from you, like Robert De Niro in Casino. Come on. Jeez. Come on. Man. Yeah, she ain't gonna respect you. So, like I said before, as long as y'all let them off the hook, as long as y'all continue to let them off the hook and mess with and let them have and advocate for their rights, I think y'all done advocated enough for women's rights. They ain't advocated for one thing for y'all. Not one. Chuck, salute. I see you, bro. He said, okay, I read that one. He said, good vibration. Yeah, that's Mark Wahlberg now. He said, the one that got groped on TV. Yeah, that's all I know him by. Yeah, hey, baby. Hey, baby. Warren Page say that's what happens when you deal with a woman that has more guap than you. I mean, yup. That's why, Dr. Tiasan Johnson on YouTube, he's a professor. And he said he the one that coined the phrase son husband. They just want a man that they can control. He said he had a homie that told him, or a man that told him, I don't know if he was a sub or homie, that all his wife friends, her friends, are married to buster bum ass niggas, and they gotta ask their wife for money. They want that. A lot of women want to be kind of enslaved dudes, especially them boss babe chicks or them chicks that got degrees and shit. They want control. I dated a chick like that, like she kind of like she wanted to pay for everything and all that type of stuff. I had to tell her like, no, you know what I'm saying? She had a degree. She had a degree in everything, right? And she kind of wanted to, be like that and shit. I'm like I like to like I'm a like you can't little boy me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's cool about it though? So she was like, okay, I can't do that to him. Like, no, But if you let them do that, and like you need them, whatever, you let them do that to you. To be honest, it sounds good if I got a PS5 or, I got 2,000 out of her. Like that come with a price, my nigga. The price of control. They feel like they can control or own you or some shit like that. When you always got this is the best advice I give y'all today. That's gonna sound wild. I gave y'all a lot of good advice. When you have an option to leave, it's over with. Niggas just be looking like, what the fuck you looking at? Yeah, when you got an option to leave, yeah, when you got options to leave, I think that old lady in that car wanna fuck me. I don't know, I might give her the 2-pump special low key though. It's like, no. But yeah, when you got options, bro, like that's the best thing ever, bro. Because she don't have no leverage. Like if you live with a chick and you just can't walk away, or you just can't put her out, or she know you ain't going nowhere, or this the best you can do. When she find out, like, oh, you know what, he can leave at any given time. She not gonna pull that shit on you. She not gonna try you. She gonna be on her best behavior, bro. So that's why a lot of women be dealing with dudes with that got hella hoes, where they can get women. They know that's gonna hold their attention. They gotta stay on their P's and Q's. So if you always got the option to walk away, hold on real quick. Has longer money than the dude, so she feels like she can lay hands on him. Yup. Any woman that got more money than you, like, I seen it work where I seen it work where a woman got more money than a dude, but the dude is still in control. I know a guy. They older though, but yeah, his wife a whole professor. He used to play football at a big school. I just say it that way. And we was chopping it up. We was in the sauna chopping it up. He was telling me, like, if you establish that respect as a man, that money ain't gonna matter, bro. Now you can't be bringing in no money. He got a degree too. He in shape. So he got it going on too. You feel what I'm saying? But like you can have the money. You can make more money than her and she not respect you. That's a fact. You can make more money than her and she not respect you. So money don't buy respect. What I told you buy respect. There's been times where women made more money than me that I've been with, but I had the respect. And I knew how to manage my money better than them. So I still had more money. If that make any sense. Yup, you gotta hold them accountable and put your foot down. You got to. I'm tired of you going out every Friday to the club. Like, you allowed her to. Yup, Kwame Kilpatrick. Yeah, this nigga going all the way over there. Come on. Yeah, Fanny was definitely on her Kwame Kilpatrick. Damn, hello, how your day? Good. Anthony Edwards Glazer is crazy. He said, man, we need to step up. A lot of half step. Yeah, we do. It all. It just gotta hold people. I mean, hold your kids accountable. A lot of people don't even hold their kids accountable. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like, a lot of these dudes only hold their kids accountable. That's why women buck wild now. Yeah. Like when you two agree, I'm just not an agreeable person. So, and I'm not about to fight you neither. Like you can't be arguing with the hoes neither. Like you can't argue. Y'all can have a healthy debate. Like I don't even debate. I won't even debate about belief system. I only will debate about something that I can prove that's a fact or not fact. Let's say Obama was president in 2009, right? Somebody said, I think it was '06. I'm like, that's '09, whatever it was, right? I can prove that. I'm not about to debate, should we go 50-50 or not? I'm not about to debate that. For what? You believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. I'm not about to debate you on that. That's your opinion. That's an opinion that's what you live on. So I'm not about to debate you on that, you know? But it's something that we can state, Chrysler started building the 300 in 2000, woo, 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 woo. I think it was 95. Okay, that's something I can prove. Not you about to chase him on the bike. No, come here. We gotta get the mail first. He said, what's good? What's going on, MDT? Yeah, something that you can debate. I mean, that you can prove that's a fact. And most of this shit ain't even mine. They send me one. I'm picking up hella shit. This ain't even mine. Elizabeth. Yeah, I ain't Elizabeth, so I don't hear you need to take Elizabeth shit back. But come on, Enrique. Cause I'm getting hungry now. So yeah, you only can prove what you only can prove fact. I ain't want to debate about ideology and belief system. I ain't debating that shit. You out your rabbit ass mind. So I'm about to go ops upside your head, break a nail, sugar free. Yeah, sugar free was a California legend. But yeah, I mean, it's just to the point where you can't let people walk all over you. And a lot of y'all don't even set y'all what you call them shits? I always forget what they call boundaries. A lot of niggas don't set boundaries. If it's a woman you don't care about, that's different. You gotta set boundaries for your kids. You gotta set boundaries for your homies. Like don't come over my crib unless you call before you come. No Diddy. So yeah, come on. Yeah, like shit like that. You gotta set boundaries. If I'm with a woman, you think I'm about to be letting her go out every weekend? No. Then we just gonna be kicking it. We just gonna be. You ain't about to be going to the club and the bar. Like every once in a while, it might be Tiffany's birthday, or it might be, Jackie's birthday. That's different. That's different. So, but that's all I got, man. We had almost an hour, so I got a minute. I know my battery cooked. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. I ain't about to be like, no, I'm not about to tell you what you can and what you can't do. But I'm gonna let you know if you violate what I said. When you violate my boundaries, then it's a wrap. And once you stay your, I'm telling you, once you stay your ground, bro. Especially if they trying to get over it and they trying to apologize with booty, with sex. They trying to apologize with sex. I'm telling you, you be like, no, I'm good, man. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate stand your ground. That's they secret weapon. Okay, if he don't break, I'm just gonna, I'ma just give him some. And when you don't take the advantage, like, nah, I'm good. They be mad. They be mad, bro. They be big mad. But let me get out of here. I appreciate y'all, man.